Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we're watching
THAPPAD.
And this is part 3. So if you haven't watched part 1 or part 2 and you're just joining us because you're like, hey, this is part... No, that's weird. Okay, and this is part 3. So if you haven't watched part 1 or part 2 yet and you do want to watch those, then you can click that playlist link in the description of the video. And if you like these videos, then please consider subscribing, sharing, and upvote the video by clicking the like button.
कैसे हो शंकर?
सब बढ़िया है दीदी।
मेरे वाले 2 ग्लास जूस दे देना।
अभी लाया।
नेत्रा 5 AM.
Sorry तुम्हें सुबह उठा दिया।
Wow. Wow, yeah, that is so...
This used to be our college अड्डा। कितने plans बनाए थे इधर। But it's not too late. पता नहीं तुम्हें ये सब क्यों बता रही हूँ।
मुझे पता है क्यों। मुझ में रोहित मिलता है तुम्हें। वो रोहित जिससे प्यार हुआ था। अगर वो रोहित वापस मिल गया तो फिर कुछ नहीं बताओगी मुझे। But I'm okay to play the part for as long as you want.
You can't live the rest of your life like that, dangling by a string.
जाने दे बेटा, थोड़ा बर्दाश्त करना सीखना चाहिए औरतों को।
I don't. It's the mentality though.
Yeah, and it hurts so bad because I'm like going...
बर्दाश्त करके मेरे बच्चे खुश हैं, पापा जी भी खुश हैं, हम लोगों का क्या है? इसी में खुशी होती।
Yeah, see, that's... women don't matter. Women matter. And it just feels so unfair.
अब मैं बस ऑफिस में 5 मिनट का काम है वो खत्म करके आता हूँ।
And you can't say men, because her dad is a good...
Yeah, but in general, in this context, how it's being played.
क्या लेना है तुमको? हाँ? ये सब लेना है तुमको? ये तुम्हारा है? हाँ? ये सारे कपड़े ये सब तुम्हारे हैं? तुम उठती हो ना सुबह? ये तुम्हारा है?
विक्रम?
He is not creating a very pleasant atmosphere for her to ever come back.
तुम्हें डिवोर्स चाहिए ना? मैं डिवोर्स देता हूँ। अमृता, you've turned my life upside down. मैं देता हूँ तुम्हें डिवोर्स।
Thank you.
वो कह रहे हैं कि तुम शादी इसलिए तोड़ रहे हो क्योंकि विक्रम का लंदन जाना रुक गया। थप्पड़ का तुम सिर्फ बहाना बना रही हो। Apparently जब विक्रम ने उसके पिताजी का घर और बिजनेस छोड़ा था तब भी तुमने उसे मेंटली टॉर्चर किया था। फिजिकल वायलेंस की शुरुआत तुमने की थी पार्टी में जब तुम नशे में धुत होकर उसे घसीट के बेडरूम में ले जा रहे थे। विक्रम ने तुमसे हाथ छुड़ाने के लिए अपना हाथ खींचा तो तुम्हें चोट लग गई। तो मैं ये मान के चल रही हूँ कि जो उन्होंने लिखा है वो झूठ है, राइट? And you wanted to play fair?
Right.
अब तो तुम देख ही रहे हो वो किस हद तक पहुँच गए ना?
Oh, that's pretty nasty. True colors are showing.
You still want to play fair?
Yeah, but it's not about them. It's about me. उन्हें जो करना है वो करेंगे। मैं वो करूँगी जो मुझे सही लगता है।
Wow, standing up. Oh, this is...
उसने मुझे मारा। पहली बार नहीं मार सकता। एक बार भी नहीं मार सकता। बस इतनी सी बात है। और मेरी पेडिशन भी इतनी सी है।
अंदर बोर्ड मीटिंग चल रही है। Now, don't ask me मुझे किसने बताया। लेकिन सबको तो पता ही था। तू छोड़ने का प्लान कर रहा है। और तू विश्वास नहीं करेगा। राजहंस, he fought for you. उसने बोला that Vikram deserves this.
Oh, man, this is... And if he gets it, and she still doesn't go back, obviously it was not about that.
Oh, what? Is that a test?
It looked like a pregnancy test.
मैं 1 घंटे में वापस आती हूँ। आके बात करती हूँ।
Oh, I think we're about to get a very different theme going on now.
Wow.
विक्रम कहाँ
है ना, ऊपर है, अभी आया।
I don't... now that things got so ugly.
आज घर पे टेस्ट किया है। 2 महीने हो गए शायद। I'm pregnant.
Wow. And now it's like, okay, dude, do you really want to be the jerk? Because...
It might make him want to fight to stay together even more.
Right.
हाँ, ये सबके बीच में याद नहीं रहा टेस्ट करना।
तो तुम्हारी स्माइल कहाँ है? अरे, we're having a baby. आज का दिन ही बहुत सही है। मैंने आज से सिगरेट भी छोड़ दी, लास्ट पी रहा था। आज मिरांडा से बात हुई, उसने मेरी सारी शर्तें मान ली। We are going to London.
Dude, do you not know what you just wrote about your wife in that petition?
2020 we go to UK. 2020 father. 2022 father again. 2025 we shift to America.
You don't... again, it's all about him and fulfilling his dreams. And
Oh, think about the baby at least.
I am.
तुम अपनी छोटी सी जिद की वजह से बच्चे की लाइफ खराब कर दोगी क्या?
और अगर तुम्हारे साथ रही तो तुम्हारी मेरी बच्चे तीनों की लाइफ खराब कर दूंगी। मैं तुम्हारे साथ तभी रह सकती हूँ if I love you, and I don't.
You took me down that road and burned that love.
तुम्हें जहाँ जाना है जाओ, गो। पर ये जो मेरा बच्चा है ना, अमू, इसको मैं कहीं नहीं जाने दूंगा। समझ गई? I promise that.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly.
It need not be like this.
I wonder if there was some legal reason that she had to tell him, because she could have kept that a secret for a little bit longer, you know, at least. I don't know.
अरे खुशी की बात है, अब नानी बन रही हैं।
कैसे खुश हो जाऊं? इसमें खुशी की क्या बात है?
Child should always be happy news.
पता है, जब अम्मू आने वाली थी तो मेरी माँ ने कहा था, संध्या को खुश रख, माँ खुश हो तो बच्चे हैप्पी पैदा होते हैं। 9 महीने मैं आपसे एक बार भी नहीं लड़ा।
Man, the way he talks to her though has so much respect.
तेरे पापा हमेशा से ऐसे थोड़ी थे। जब मैं नई नई शादी करके आई थी ना, तो वीर रस की कविताएं सुनाया करते थे।
I believe it.
समर शेष है नहीं पाप का भागी केवल व्याध,
जो तटस्थ हैं
वो लिखेंगे, अरे
समय लिखेगा उनके भी अपराध।
Isn't that pretty astute?
Yeah.
For the situation going through right now?
जब माँ खुश होती है ना, तभी बच्चे हैप्पी पैदा होते हैं।
संध्या जी, चाय ठंडी हो गई है, अब तो पी लीजिए।
पिलाइए।
गलत तो नहीं कर रही ना?
हम तो हमेशा सही सोच के करते हैं बेटा, गलत का तो बाद में पता चलता है।
Yeah.
कोई जिद तो नहीं है ना तेरी?
नहीं।
Fear?
दिल के अंदर से आवाज आ रही है? तो फिर सही कर रही होगी बेटा।
Right. As long as it's coming from the heart and you know and you look and you...
Yeah. You do everything you can in the moment, and sometimes you make a decision, and later on you can say wasn't the best one, but it's worked, you know.
लड़नी है लीगल बैटल।
मेरा बच्चा है उसके पास।
हाँ, लेकिन लंदन तुम जा रहे हो, वो नहीं। उसका कुछ नहीं बिगड़ेगा, तुम्हारी जिंदगी रुक जाएगी। बोलो रोकनी है?
Yeah.
नहीं, क्या करूं? मतलब अपने बच्चे को छोड़ के चले जाऊं? Just because मैंने उसको एक थप्पड़ मार दिया भैया, मतलब। I know, come.
Relax. He still doesn't get it.
He
I don't
will
think
not, as long as he has yes men around him.
Yeah.
उनसे भी केस लड़ा नहीं जाएगा। I know the family, aggressive बन के लड़ो, bring them down to the negotiating table and then offer them a deal.
Even the lawyer's like, is that really what you want to do?
ज़्यादा देते भी हैं।
Pata है? Terminating her.
आज से इतनी होगी।
Oh, okay.
Oh?
ये क्लियर कर देना प्लीज। सुनीता, दीदी का कोई फोन आएगा तो बता देना मुझे।
I wonder if he'd start paying her more money if she'd start lying about what the family life is like there.
I might need your help. I know I'm asking for a lot, but I might need you to say कि पार्टी पे ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ था।
This is a moment for your daughter. See how you are under pressure.
I was married to a wonderful man. I like to believe men are wonderful people. मैं समझूंगी कि ये जो तुमने अभी कहा,
Yeah.
सुना ही नहीं मैंने।
Because you want to slander the mother of your child.
Yeah, and that was a great teaching moment for her daughter, seeing her stand up like that.
Netra, my client has agreed to the divorce.
But
इसकी नोएडा में जो अपार्टमेंट है इनका, वो आपके क्लाइंट के नाम कर दिया जाएगा। एलिमनी अमाउंट भी हम डिस्कस करने के लिए तैयार हैं। बस बच्चे की फुल एंड कंप्लीट कस्टडी मेरे क्लाइंट की होगी। आई एम ऑफरिंग यू दिस डील बिकॉज ना तो आप कोर्ट जाना चाहती और ना मैं। वी हैव आई विटनेस टेस्टिमनी हु इज विलिंग टू टेस्टिफाई कि उस रात पार्टी में कोई वायलेंट एक्ट कमिट नहीं किया था।
that's not even part about the divorce. He didn't even put it in there.
हर रोज ऑफिस से लेके घर आने तक और घर आने से लेके ऑफिस जाने तक ये इनके घर का ख्याल नहीं रखती है। वो घर जिसके सामने आपके क्लाइंट का और सिर्फ आपके क्लाइंट का नाम लिखा हुआ है।
Oh, his soul name? They didn't even do shared name?
क्या इन्हें बीपी शुगर और फास्टिंग शुगर में फर्क पता है? ब्लड शुगर कितना फ्लक्चुएट होता है आप जानते हैं क्या?
You're not obligated to respond to this.
No, of course he's not. Men rarely are, right?
Wow.
I'm done here, and so are you. You'll be hearing from us.
Mrs. Agarwal, आपने हमारी petition पढ़ी, हमने आपकी. This can go on for years.
Yeah.
Vikram is being kind enough कि वो settlement discuss करना चाह रहा है.
He's on a rush to go to London.
ये lawyer से कब activist बन गए इसको खुद पता ही नहीं चला.
लॉयर से एक्टिविस्ट नहीं बनी है मिस्टर गुजराल, लॉयर से एक औरत बन गई है, ऑफ कोर्स दैट्स नॉट राइट.
Okay.
She was never going to take this deal. लेकिन अब ये जान चुकी है कि divorce भी आसान नहीं होने वाला. She's going to come back. Wait and watch.
डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस के चार्जेस प्रेस करने दो अमृता, वरना ये लोग ना तुम्हें मैनिक डिप्रेसिव शराबी पागल सब प्रूव कर देंगे. फिर जिंदगी भर लड़ती रहना तुम ये केस.
Thank you, Gujral sir.
Oh, go. Oh, I don't want this meeting to happen. Just keep a wall between you.
माँ ने आने वाले बच्चे के लिए पूजा रखी है. वो मन्नतें मांग रही है उनकी गोद में उनका पोता खेले. वो इंतजार कर रही है तुम्हारा, अपने आने वाले पोते का. हम आज भी लंदन जा सकते हैं. Hampstead. That house with the blue door, everything will be fine.
Man.
From your perspective.
चलो लेट ही सही. थैंक यू फॉर कन्विंसिंग मी. तो मम्मी जी से उनका पोता या पोती दूर रखने का कोई इरादा नहीं था मेरा.
Shared custody.
तुमने जरूर कहा कि तुम्हें बच्चा खरीदना है.
Yeah, exactly.
sorry.
Yeah.
नहीं है बिकाऊ ये.
Apparently he thinks his child is worth the Noida apartment.
Exactly.
Like-
And that's exactly.
और अगली पिटीशन में ये भी लिखवा देना कि मैं शराबी, पागल और मैनिक डिप्रेसिव हूँ क्योंकि अभी इनकम्प्लीट लग रही है. You can do better.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that she's like, I'm doing this right and you're doing it all wrong and you just can't see. You're digging your hole deeper and deeper with all the people that you're dealing with.
Her lawyer is so impressed.
पर सुर एकदम परफेक्ट था.
Girl.
Gotta take the wins.
Get it.
You gotta take the wins where you can get it.
I think he's just gonna have to choose between work and what's more important to him. But he knows, I think he thinks this job is more important than family and all that.
Yes. It's gonna come back on him, I think.
तुम्हें लगा मैं तुम्हारे against हूँ? I was just telling you the truth, man.
Sir, उस रात के लिए I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Apologize to him.
It was your fault, Vikram. You don't hit your wife. It's not done. कितना नाराज थे तुम मुझसे, थापड़ साहब से? हमें मारते क्या? And for whatever it's worth, थोड़ा टाइम देना चाहिए था उसको. She must have been hurt.
And serving her papers.
You and I are running some sort of strange race. जीतना है. जीत गए, टाइमिंग इंप्रूव करना है. टाइमिंग इंप्रूव कर दिया, वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड तोड़ना है. Family is not running that race, na?
Yeah. Domestic violence and outraging a woman's modesty. Police case hai. They can arrest you now.
I didn't outrage any.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Even the lawyer knows. He's like, we can try to fight
and
it.
He tried to smooth it, but dude, you.
अगर mutual consent में divorce accept करते हो, तो hearing के पहले वो police case वापस ले लेगी. और उसे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. बच्चे की custody join करनी चाहिए बस.
And good luck getting a visa if you have domestic violence case against you.
ये साइन कर दो. बेस्ट डील है.
धमकी दे रही हो?
No, legal advice.
Free of charge.
आपको better legal advice.
मीठा मत खाना ज़्यादा आप. किसी को बोलना रोज आपकी शुगर चेक करता रहे. क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर दो. मेरी जैसी बहुत है. बिजी रहोगी.
That's great.
उसे खा दो.
That's so nice.
आदमी के दिल का रास्ता उसके पेट से होके जाता है.
वही तो.
I want you around to see your grandbaby.
सबसे अच्छी डांसर ना सही, मैं वर्ल्ड की सबसे अच्छी हाउसवाइफ बन के दिखाऊंगी. मैंने बहुत कोशिश करी. I promise.
She did an awesome job. She was amazing.
विक्रम को खुश रखने में इतनी बिजी हो गई कि मुझे याद ही नहीं रहा कि ब्लू मेरा फेवरेट कलर तो है ही नहीं. मेरा फेवरेट कलर तो ये येलो था ना पापा. उस रात मुझे लगा कि मुझे सारा प्यार था ना, वो विक्रम की वाइफ के लिए था, मेरे लिए नहीं था.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's the harsh truth.
Yeah, it's an image, it's a model.
सबको लगा कि मैं उसके लिए बहुत कुछ कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन वो मुझे नहीं. वो विक्रम की वाइफ के लिए था, मेरे लिए नहीं था.
Yeah.
सबको लगा कि मैं उसके लिए बहुत कुछ कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन वो विक्रम की वाइफ के लिए था, मेरे लिए नहीं था. जो विक्रम ने किया वो सही था, और अगर नहीं भी था तो अमू को भूल जाना चाहिए। इसके लिए माफ नहीं करूंगी आप सबको।
Yeah, I know.
Hey, be honest. The truth. I
Yeah.
mean, she's being so honest right now.
विक्रम और मैं लड़ रहे हैं, लड़ते रहेंगे। प्यार भी हमारा था, लड़ाई भी हमारी है। जा रही हूँ, पर आती रहूंगी।
Talk about opening your heart out.
Mm-hmm.
I think, do you think it was the bribe? Like he's like, this will be your new salary if you say
Maybe.
something.
Yeah.
संध्या जी की गलती है कि उन्होंने तुझसे कहा चुप रहो। तुझे तो रोकने का भी हक नहीं है हमारा।
And Vikram hearing his own mom say that, gotta.
आती रहना।
Oh, wow, what a scene, huh? Oh, golly. Oh,
Plants are not looking so good.
No, because the life is sucked out of the house without her there.
Yeah.
Swati, I'm just... You deserve better. पता नहीं मैंने कितनी बार तुम्हें डिसअपॉइंट किया है। सॉरी कहा, लेकिन सॉरी में कोई मीनिंग नहीं था।
Actions.
You were there for her when I wasn't. And for that, I am so sorry. I'm sorry for letting you down. I need to reboot, you know? I need to become someone better, someone who deserves you.
And if that was the way Vikram behaved after slap, there.
I'm going to be here with you, and we'll reboot together.
Uh-oh.
She be gone.
Or packing.
Yeah.
Oh, she's... Sorry, you're kind of a jerk. I'm gone. You're a horrible person.
And your tie is too short.
Yeah, no, way too short.
अपना ऑफिस शुरू करूंगी और अब मुझे तुमसे कोई फेवर्स नहीं चाहिए. No privileges of being your wife or his daughter-in-law. I'm leaving Rohit.
He should have saw that coming.
Yeah.
He looks so dumbfounded. He's just like, what? What? I don't understand.
This isn't how it's done. Wait. I'm a guy. You're not allowed to leave. That's kind of, almost, it's like, and she's like, okay, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Deep breath, breathe.
Life is
you
too
did
short
it.
not to be happy.
You did it.
प्रिया, अब मैं नहीं मिलूंगी तुमसे कभी.
क्या हुआ नेत्रा?
Oh.
You were right. वो टाइम चोरी का था. I just want to be happy in everything I do now. बस. You be happy.
What?
Be good. Okay.
I did not see this coming.
I didn't either.
तने मर्द बनना है ना? मने भी औरत बनना है. जितना कमा के लाऊंगा घर चला लूंगी. ना जाऊं काम पे. मार.
Oh, whoa.
She's letting out all of her frustration.
Mom, मैं ना आपके लिए लड़का देखना बंद कर रही हूँ. It's very tough.
A good plan.
मैं ऐसे ही खुश हूँ.
She learning?
I mean, it looks good.
अपनी पोएम नहीं सुनाई थी कॉलेज में, जहाँ मैं पढ़ाता था. उसी पे बात कर रहे थे, तभी हॉस्पिटल से फोन आया, तेरी पैदाइश का. पता है कविता का टाइटल क्या था? अमृता. तभी तेरा नाम अमृता रखा. मैं अगर फिर से मिल भी जाऊं, मुझे पाश में भी चलेना, मगर मेरे आसमां को कहा कर मुझे सौंप देना.
Oh, yes.
Just check that everything's in order in these files, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna make it official?
I guess.
कभी सोचा नहीं था कि तुम और मैं यहाँ बैठे होंगे. फैमिली कोर्ट. I messed up, Amu.
He finally takes responsibility.
थप्पड़ भी मेरा हक नहीं था. पता नहीं मुझे क्यों लगा कि था. And I never apologized to you actually.
Hey!
We're all saying it, you punk.
Dude, call me next time.
बस I love you बोल देता था और मुझे लगा हो गया. और वो क्या petition sign किए मैंने.
Show your true colors, really, man.
Blue वाले दरवाजे से रोज अंदर जाता था. इधर घर तो था ही नहीं, अमू. घर तो तुझसे था.
It took you all of the...
छोड़ा है.
What?
Whoa!
Seriously?
अब जीरो से शुरू करूंगा. इस बार ना कमाऊंगा मैं तुझे.
Work for it. Wow. Oof.
Going their separate ways. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the ripples.
Mm-hmm. Actions have consequences.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, she can start singing again. Oh. Oh, okay. He's taking more of an interest in her. Wow. No, he just comes by.
Gonna
Getting
walk
healthy,
in the park.
doing some walking.
She looks much happier now.
Yeah, so what happened? I'm thinking her husband.
I think her husband done left. He says she deserves more, and I'm out of here. I can't
I
deal
don't know
with
if
that.
he said that. Maybe he's just scared of her now because he's gonna get his throat
but
cut.
she seems to be much happier in life.
Yeah, I think we can assume he's gone somehow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a movie!
That was wow. That was a lot to think about. Wow. There's so much to think about. They didn't have to get all the way to the end. If he just,
Because a lot of people lose their temper. Like, we all know it, and we need to recognize when each other, sure, now I'm not going to justify anything, what happened, all that sort of stuff, and I'm not going to say, oh, well, people lose their temper and they hit. There's no excuse or justification for hitting somebody, like in domestic violence and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it happens, if it happens, there needs to be a proper response. So example, if someone acts out of anger or temper, I mean, here's one more thing. He was drinking too, which affects judgment and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would have owned up, and that was a really big issue. So if he would have acted like how her brother acted and said, look, I see all of this and I realize all of this, and I'm sorry, like truly I'm sorry that this happened,
Right.
and there's no excuse for it, and I'm going to, it should have happened immediately right there, because we've seen this happen in the past in movies, Hollywood movies, Indian movies, and that sort of stuff, is if that happens, immediately it's like a shock. It brings you out of it, just like you mentioned, it puts her into a shock, should have put him into a shock and been like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And then grab her immediately like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, that's not me, I'm sorry, there wasn't. It was just like, boom, and then he walks away. And it's like, as if he was justified.
Right.
And that,
man,
that was bad.
Yeah, and I think that again, we were kind of surprised that no one kind of jumped in. I think because he walked away, that was the ripple that kept everyone from rushing in on her. Okay, to maybe say, oh, something's wrong here. It pushed everybody else even further away from it to kind of help dissuade it a little bit.
Well, it's that whole thing where I think a lot of people just try to pretend like something didn't happen.
Right.
Like just ignore it, which is kind of like one of the themes here, is a lot of people are like, oh, just like move on and get past it.
Yeah.
So in a way, like all the bystanders, they're watching it, not only were they shocked and be like, wow, I thought they had a different kind of marriage, but also it's like, maybe if we just keep like drinking, eating our thing,
let's
and
keep
chatting
drinking
away,
our
like,
chai.
yeah, and then
and then yet every time we come around each other, we're all tiptoe,
Yeah.
and silence, and no one wants to talk about the large elephant in
Yeah.
the room.
So, but I love that their neighbor, I think that was their neighbor, or
Yes,
the girl with
neighbor.
the
Yes,
daughter.
Yes, who was taking
Is that
dance
their
lessons.
neighbor?
That was their neighbor. Yes, that was their neighbor. Yes.
Well, and anyway, I'm glad that she gave her a hug. She's like, look, stand up. I want to give you a
Yes.
hug. And that was the first time. I mean, her dad had so much emotional support for her, for sure. But there just wasn't that hug. Like some people just need to be like consoled and say, look, you are loved. Like there are people that love you, and I love what her dad said. That the subtitles didn't translate it how I wish. Like because he said, "Did you think about it? Are you sure?" And that. But what he really said is like, how, is this coming from your heart? And is it deep in your heart? Like, did you truly look deep in your heart?
Right.
And instead, like, it translated as, like, sure. Like,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Are you sure?
But it's like, because there's a difference. It's not, did you think about it? It's like, is it coming from the heart? Because if you truly think, if this is what your heart feels and what this is, and you've thought about it, it's not a whim.
Spirit, the really, really deep stuff.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
not a whim, so it's like, okay, then how can you be in the wrong? If this is truly how you felt and your decision, then you're not in the wrong. But are you going the right path? You don't know until you make that decision, but you can't, like, you're not doing wrong if you're following the heart and you're you know, doing all that. So anyway, I mean, her dad was really nice, but even someone who you think is like even the perfect, like for him, there are things that do get by you. Like for his wife singing. And he's like, holy crap, you are so right. And I didn't even realize that you had this.
Right. And again, it's because of the cultural ways and all of the very subconscious messages and thoughts and ideals and just normal ways of doing things. They become ingrained in us in ways that we never ever think, until it becomes a critical something happens and it's around that. And suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, I've been doing it that way and I never thought how that impacted you or what it said about you. And we see this all the time, and sometimes in language. You know, oftentimes there are expressions that we will say and we don't realize that how that expression may be decades old, or and it's very it was said in those days for a particular reason and was very derogatory, and it's still coming across, but yet we now use it as kind of everyday language, and it's like, well, that's really hurtful for some people. And you know, and so we do these things and we just don't think about them, and we're not as mindful of them. And
but
so,
as soon as the communication started, because if someone's willing to listen and sit there and listen, because he's like, you never said, and then, you know, she's saying now, and he acted on it.
Exactly.
And I think that's great. Is then that moves to another level, because it's like, that's what shows you is communication. And for someone like him, as long as you're communicating, that's fine. Now for someone like Vikram, you had to take him all the way to court, really, all the way to the end. And I love, so here's what I love, is that they ended on this note, because it's not saying I won't give someone a second chance, because there was a reason why she loved him before, because she did say that she did, but she doesn't currently love him, and the only way she would come back is if she loves him.
Right.
And if he starts recognizing this, there is learning moments in our lives that I feel like if this is a learning moment for him, and he realizes at what cost, and start realizing what it is in his life that she made a big difference of, you start recognizing what people bring, you know, to your life and all that sort of stuff. For him, he thought it was the money, the wealth, and all that sort of stuff, and that she should be thankful to him that he's making a home for her. But really, he started realizing that she was making the home for him. And when he got to London, he started realizing that. And so for him, it might have been like a bit of a wake-up call. Now, it's not like, hey, I'm expecting you to forgive me right now. But what I love that he said is, he said that he's going to start afresh, and that he is going to be, like, he is going to work to be so that he can deserve her. And I'm like, wow, that's great, because you're not saying like, forgive me now and let's call this whole thing off. He's like, I'm going to divorce, like we'll get the divorce.
Do this. We'll both, you know, I'm going to give you, and he was giving her what she really wanted. And I think that was, and had he just given her the space all along, all of that would have not
But
happened.
forcing her, I
But
didn't even know you could do that. That was like really shocking. I was like, wait, you can send someone like to court to force them back home?
I guess.
That is like some like, what? Okay. So, but he forced the issue, and she's like, fine, if you're going to force it, then I'm going to be forced
and
to have to do
everything
this.
is having a ramification and a result and so forth. So yeah, but
really
yeah, that was pretty key. A lot of that, and yeah, I liked how it was like we're gonna set the boundaries all over again for everybody. So and I love that the lawyer did the exact same thing. I'm resetting, and
but I was shocked that she didn't stay with the chef, because it's like he did see her, but is she like, I don't want any trails of there. I don't want to feel guilty for being with you, because if I'm with you, I'll remember that like I was with you when I was supposed to be with my husband, but starting completely fresh. I don't know what's up with that. Like maybe she is like, I don't know what I want because I need time to figure out who I am without feeling like this is who I'm expected to jump to or be this or be that.
She had said when they met up at 5 a.m. in the morning at the at the chai shop, the local little chai hut, I remind you of the Rohit of that you fell in love with.
You're right.
And again, I think she was like,
had
Rohit, and it turned out Rohit was not ultimately what I want. So I need to go
two-faced.
all the way back, the way back.
You're right, and she did mention her college and all that sort of stuff. So I mean, you're right. Maybe that is what she meant, a full reset.
So
but I want to know what. Okay, so we need to rate it. But before we do, I want to know in the comments what you guys think about what happened to Sunita. What is the? Her husband.
Her husband.
So the maid's husband. Like, what do you think happened? Because she was happy. So did he leave? Did she kill him in the middle of the night? Like, I don't know. But in the comments, definitely. Well, I want to know what you guys rate this too. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions about that. Because I'm very interested. Because we all have maybe our own like idea of how that went. But how much are you gonna rate it?
Wow. This one, I think there was some incredible acting.
Ooh, great
acting. And I mean, there were lots of characters. And I like that when you have something that is so complex and you have all these characters that you have to show it from their perspective. And I think they did a really great job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 10.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
It was well written, and it was because even the actors, going off what you said about the acting, even the actors that had us hating them were doing a great job, because it was so believable that he was so dim-witted that he didn't understand anything going on. He's like, dude, do you not understand? She is saying every time every time he acted out and stuff, he was making it worse and worse and worse. He made it a more toxic environment every time she went back home. And he's like, dude, you are not making this welcoming. You are not being understanding and all of that. And it did. It took someone like him to go all the way to the cleaners to find out what all this meant. And so I thought that was really good. And I like that. I like that it ended on a note where they didn't just like, oh yeah, you're right, I forgive you, and I'm gonna give you a second chance right off the bat. It's like, your words are definitely a start, but I need to see the actions. I need to see you actually making the effort and going through the changes and all that sort of stuff.
And I think that, I mean, just to expand upon that, the one thing that I was thinking is, so many times, because she's going to be having a baby, and he's still going to be the baby's father.
He's going to be in her life.
So he's going to be in her life.
And quit London to be there.
And so I'm like going, that sets a really good stage for him to be the father that he should be for that child. Because the child should never suffer due to the relationship of the mother-father. And so I think that's really, really key there.
And I like the idea that maybe in the future they could bridge that gap and make something work, because they are going, this child is going to link them forever. And so if they can do that, and this kind of gave like that hopeful ending where it's like, okay, dude's been like a jerk the entire movie, but here we go, like he's finally realizing what she's been saying the whole time. And so sure, while they have this child link, if he gives her space, gives her time, which he should have done in the beginning, but I mean, it would have all been prevented if he never hit her in the first place. I think it was great. 10 maybe, yeah, it had a great message, and I like it, and I liked it for the message. I'm gonna give it a 10 too. Like, there were some things that I didn't necessarily, but people acted how I expect them to act for sure, and which was great. It was very realistic. It felt like anyway to me, and I mean, there was even I like that even the guy that was supposed to be the perfect dad, the perfect man, the perfect that, even still had issues too. And then even the women, it wasn't like all women are right and all women are this, because it even showed some women that had the on the wrong side of things and that sort of stuff. So it was like everyone had faults, everyone had good things about them, because even the woman that was like trying to stand up for women's rights and stuff like that, she even like had this side piece instead of like ending things and that sort of stuff. Like she had this side piece, you know, and then so like she would rather cheat on her marriage and all that sort of stuff than be honest and go through the divorce. But as we saw, the divorce process is really messy and nasty. But you know, so like everyone has their little things and you could justify them however you want, but I mean, it's real life and real life is super messy. So I really like this. I thought the writing was good and that was good. But
and just a quick call out, there were so many symbolism things that as it was going on, you know, the bubble, the split screen, separation.
The cinematography was great.
There was
really
lots of that all the way through, and
Yeah.
you know, I was catching a lot and I'm verbalizing things that I was seeing and experiencing and so forth. But I love that, and I'm sure that if I went back through the movie again, I would probably see a ton more now, kind of knowing where things were going, and just really, really well done.
So let us know in the comments, what did you think? What would you rate it? And then again, I want to know like what do you think happened to Nate's husband? She was way too happy to think that, you know, like
she was dancing.
Yeah, she was dancing and stuff. So I'm like, maybe she got rid of him somehow. Called the I don't know, the local cleanup crew to take him out. Very interested in what you guys think there. All right, and thank you so much for joining us. And remember, if you have not yet, please consider subscribing, sharing, and upvote this video by clicking the like button.